Talking security, 13 abducted students of the Federal University Gusau and 3 construction firm workers have been rescued. TVC News gathered that the students escaped following intense fire by troops of Operation HadarinDaji in the pursuit to rescue the abducted persons unhurt. 6 students were rescued last Friday by combined security operatives while on the trail of the kidnappers. This recent development follows President Bola Tinubu's directive for security agencies to rescue the remaining female student. In a statement by the media aide to the president, HadarinDaji, President Tinubu said there is no moral justification for such a heinous act against innocent victims whose only offense was their pursuit of quality education. The president also assured that no effort will be spared in ensuring their safe return. I have joining me now the CEO of Security Watch Africa, Patrick Egbambo, to talk more about these security situations. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at this time. From Zamfara to Benue, the issue of kidnapping seems not to be abating. Why is this so?
Yeah, thank you. It's really sad that we're still going around the circle. It's so because I think we believed for some weeks or some months now that we had succeeded in taking care of these kidnappers, bandits, and unknown government, or whatever they are called. But you see, security challenge is very fluid. As you think you are succeeding, it's coming up again because very, very dynamic and all that. So it's sad that this is happening. But in my earlier interview with TVC some months ago, I did warn that it's not yet huru yet. We must intensify and re-strategize because these kidnappers are planning on how to be able to outwit the security forces. And it's sad that it's happening again. I'm particularly saddened with the Federal University in Gusau because I know the school very well, and it's sad that our young ladies, our young girls are being taken away again in large numbers. But following the directive by Mr. President, even before Mr. President gave the directive, the Operation HadarinDaji has been intensifying efforts to ensure that those areas are safe.
Indeed, Mr. Egbambo, indeed. And, that president's speech, a very strong statement, directive to security agencies to ensure the safe release of these abducted individuals. And we know that already some success is being recorded in that regard. So would you say that, that has added some level of seriousness to the issue and gotten everyone on their toes working?
Yes, but you see, the security forces are being careful. They are being careful because you can't carry out outright offensive against these bandits when these girls are in their captive. They are like pawns now. They could be used, put on the line, and instead of rescuing them alive, sadly, we may get their dead bodies. So the security forces have to take it methodically and be careful with what is being done. That is what is happening. But there are some factors that really need to look at. Taking the Gusau incident particularly, that school where it's located is very, very inviting for bandits or criminals to harass the school. And I understand that some months ago, the new vice chancellor there sacked some of the security operatives that were there. And so that action may have necessitated or may have spurred these bandits to carry out this activity. So it's so sad that we're having that. But government must revisit locations of schools and make sure they are fenced. Sadly, that school is not fenced at the back, and that is open to the forest. So it's even after this is resolved, a serious care must be taken in protecting that school and other schools that are vulnerable as it were now. Then secondly, factors that could also reduce kidnapping. If you remember, the latter part of last year, kidnapping went down because there were some strategy. There were no cash in the system. But now we have available cash. And once you have cash flowing around, then these kidnappers believe that it's easy business for them. And so I think while the security forces are doing their job, we should also look at other soft areas, soft solutions that could help to prevent this from happening.
But also we know that some state governments are, adopting the style of giving immunity to these people once they release their arms. Do you think that's the way we should go, or how exactly should it be? Because also we are aware that payment of ransom has been banned in some places, and I mean the way the whole thing is actually playing out.
Yeah, payment of ransom is one of the reasons that is encouraging kidnapping to continue. But you can't really enforce non-payment, because when relatives are taken and there's a communication between the captors with the families of the captives, you may not be able to effectively say, look, let their family member remain in those captivity. So they will devise means of making these payments done. But when these bandits or these kidnappers know that even if you kidnap somebody, there's no way you can get ransom because the system is locked and thoroughly checked, then they'll be discouraged from doing that. State government taking the initiative of when you surrender arms, you are granted amnesty is welcome, but that is not the major solution, because as we speak, in that houses, the part of the operation, HadarinDaji's assignment has been getting those who are ready to repent to come out and surrender their arms. Why they are succeeding, but there's also infighting among the bandits, because once they notice that anybody is having communication or intention to come out to surrender, then the person becomes a target of his fellow bandits. So that has been discouraging some of them from coming out. So it has to be more of a holistic approach, looking at how the issue of Niger Delta was handled, and how the issue of the Northeast situation was handled. So I believe that we need to re-strategize on how to get these people to surrender their arms and granted amnesty. But other than that, there are other soft solutions that has to be intensified, and it has to be done urgently.
Urgently indeed. CEO Security Watch Africa, Patrick Agbambu, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 12.
Thank you so much.